All right, part two. Baruch atah Yahuwah. Praise Yahuwah in the name of Yahushai. Just keep it going. All right. You need to know more stuff about this. All right. This alphabet, the Old English alphabet, right, was brought to what is now England along with the proto-form of the language itself by Anglo-Saxons. Who are the Anglo-Saxons? Let's go to them. The Anglo-Saxons. You see these glyphs right here on the right side of the screen? That's what you call runs or runic. You can go to this link up here and you can read all about the Anglo-Saxons. Yeah, so this is some social studies type stuff. You who attended English schools, sometimes you need to brush up on these things so you can know who you're dealing with in these latter days. The scriptures don't lie. You have to acquire the old. Acquire the old. If you don't learn from the past, how you gonna really truly understand what's going on currently, right? Right now in the present time. You won't understand anything of the present if you don't go to the past. How can you prepare for the future if you don't know? How can you prepare for the future if you're not acknowledging your past? Don't forget your past. You may forgive the things that happened in your past or whatever had happened in the past in order for you to understand your current situation. Pause. Yeah, after the rule of Rome, this is when these people started. When the Roman rule has ended, these people stepped up to the plate, batter up. You know, it was their time to shine, so to speak. So when you think about these Goths, these Vandals, these Angles, these Saxons, Lombards, all these people, the Franks, all these people that we heard about in high school and middle school, you know, the Huns, right? The Slavs, right? All these was migrants of Germanic tribes. You have to look these stuff up. Look at the map over here. You know, the Saxons and all that, the Britons, all this stuff makes sense. You could trace all this back to the 5th century. Just do, research and look this stuff up. It's not that hard. But let's go back. Because it's all about proving all things about the English. Because right now we speak modern English. So you have to go to the old English. Before your King James version that you got now. That does not have the hidden books. The 14, I say about 14 books that's been taken out. The original King James version. This book right here. The KJV. This KJV is written in Old English, but you need to know history about Old English. So I'm showing it to you. I'm showing you doors of where to go so that you can do your own research and you can open up more doors. Not for yourself, but to others, because you have to love your neighbor as yourself. Removing the veil, so to speak. The more you follow the Messiah, the more things he's going to show you, the more stuff you're going to be guided towards truth. Now, you need to understand that very few examples of this form of written Old English has survived. These being most short inscriptions or fragments. You know what I'm saying? These stuff can be found by archaeology and all that. The Latin script. You need to know what the Latin script is, so I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you the Latin. You gotta know where this stuff comes from. This is the Latin. You can look this up. This is the Latin. You can look this up. This is the Latin. You may need to pause this video to read some of this stuff. You know, the Latin. It is generally believed that the Romans adopted, you know, this particular alphabet, a variant of the Greek alphabet. You see? When you read all this, it all makes sense. Look at the letter system. The italic and then the archaic Latin. You see? A B C D E V Z H O. You know, they got different pronunciations for that, but it's strikingly resembling the English that we use today. We got 26 letters in the English alphabet. And look at the other type of alphabet, the other Latin, which is way lesser than the one before, you know, the old italic alphabet. You see? It's been taken out. But the point is, people who read the 1611 KJV, King James Version, you won't see no letter J nowhere in there. You won't see a lot of letters up in here. You won't see a lot of letters in there. When you keep going, even the classical, you still missing a lot of letters. Look, the letter Z is not it's not even existing with this stuff. You see? 23 letters. It tells you right there. Pause this video. You may need to write this stuff down and look this stuff up. You know? It ain't hard to look up language. Let's go to the Greek alphabet. Cause people say that the New Testament was written in Greek before it got translated or transliterated. They just say both into the English. Okay, cool. So was the Old Testament. Septuaginta, look it up. Know what that word means before you downplay or go against the grain against the New Testament. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It had to come to pass for it to be written in Greek concerning about what happened to the Israelites. Okay, you see it's right there. Now in the Greek, you don't see letter J. You don't see the letter J in Greek. It doesn't exist. You can see that in the ancient, for the letter B, it was called beta, but now people say Veta, like Darth Vader, Aardvark. Like you might hear people say Avraham, but not Abraham. You know what I'm saying? Like, what up, bruh? What I look like saying, what up, bruh? Like, what? It don't sound right. Where they get that from? It's the Germanic, this Germanic essence within them that's conveying these things. You know, when you look into the Hebrew, I guarantee you're not going to find the letter J. You're not going to find the letter J. Not in the Hebrew. See there? See there on the right side? That's the Paleo Hebrew. It's 22 letters originally in the Hebrew or the Hebrew hieroglyphs. You know? Right here on the right side, that's what it looks like modern day today. You don't see the letter J. It doesn't exist. These final letters right here, these right here, it never existed. That was added on later. Part 3 is coming.